everyone, it's Dude here, and yes, I'm pretty excited for today because we're finally doing it, guys. We're heading into the final trial of what was the hardest case we've done so far. So, yeah. But from my understanding, this is going to be these two trials are going to be pretty long because when I was using the walkthrough to help me with the investigation a little bit yesterday, because you know, it's Rise from the Ashes, it's the hardest case, and I had a little bit of I was struggling a little bit, so I did use a walkthrough, and yeah, I think there's like 3 hours left in the walkthrough. And for context, everything I've done so far in this case has been done in like 4.5 hours in the walkthrough. Of course, that's because of voicing, of commentary, and all that stuff. We are having fun with this. But there's still a lot! In fact, I'm trying to check right now. How much is there left of the walkthrough? Oh, there's an ad. Let's just keep going. Okay. This is a defendant lobby, alright. But there's no defendant. Alright, let's see. Oh no. There's like 2.5 hours left. Wait. No. Yeah, there's 2 hours. Okay, there's 2 hours left. A little bit better, but there's still 2 hours left, and we only did there's only like 5 hours left in the walk. We only did 5 hours of the walkthrough. I don't know. Actually, that sounds normal. Whatever. This is the defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. Okay, maybe there is a normal amount. Maybe it'll just be like 2-hour trials. I don't know. Oops. Whatever. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? However, it's gonna be, you know, it's trial of Rise from the Ashes. It's gonna be difficult for me. Okay. I'm gonna suffer. I'm gonna struggle. And where's Emma, for the matter? It almost seems as if something's been happening behind the scenes. Oh, that's Edward. Oops. Edward, I did not give you an anime girl voice. Edward! Knowing you, giving me an anime voice, an anime girl voice, is completely describes you. Edward, please. This is the first time I gave you an anime girl voice by accident. Oh really, Sharia? Are you sure you never gave me Maya's voice by accident? Or any other girl's voice by accident? No, Edward, please, I can explain myself. Shut up, Sharia. Let's just get on to the trial. Grow up and focus on the case ahead of you. There's so many people have been, so many people have suffered and died because of Damon Gant. I mean, because of, this killer. We don't know if it's Damon Gant yet. Why am I giving you a feel for this case? Because of this serial killer, okay? And, yeah, you should focus on delivering justice for the people. Okay, I'm sorry, Edward! Knowing you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 777777 ID number is, that is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If the number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True. Not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, Wright, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty. I'm looking at you angrily because this is the part where you're supposed to prevent that from happening. Okay? Don't let it happen. Yes, sir, Edward. But she didn't do it. I know, Phoenix. I know she didn't do it. That's why you have to prove me wrong in court. I have to do my job. Do yours good if you want justice. For her. And everyone. I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here. To hear what you have to say. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Ooh, we're cross-examining her? Wait a second, you're telling me the defense lawyer is gonna go hard on his own client? That's insane. Ace Attorney's the only game where, like, it's only an Ace Attorney where you can have, like, where you can have a defense lawyer cross-examining his own client and try to, like, force stuff out of her mouth and all that stuff that they don't want to say. Wow. Like, the prosecutor is going to be the one that's going to be chilling while I'm the one who's going to do all the work. Like, cross-examining my own client? That's going to be awesome. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. Fuck you, Sharia. Yeah, that's right, Edward. You know the truth. We gotta figure out the truth. You know we can't let Lana get found guilty. You know you want to find. I know that you want to find the truth. Okay? I know that you know that I know that you want to find the truth, man. I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you want to find the truth. Alright, I should shut up now. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? I'm not a funny YouTuber. I don't know why I'm trying to do this. Why I'm trying to make funny when I'm not. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has honor, it's now. Well, February 25th. Okay, cool. Let's go to court! Time to cross-examine. I'm assuming we're going to cross-examine Lana in part 1, and then Gant in part 2. Gonna be insane. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I mean, we did harder stuff than this. Edward was confessing to being guilty, which is exactly what's happening now. But Edward was confessing to being guilty, and we cross-examined our own client, Edward, to make it look like as if he's not the murderer, and it was actually the prosecutor prosecuting him. Wow, it certainly has crazier plots than I think. Now that when you say it out loud, it sounds crazier. It sounds way crazier when you say it out loud. The summary of all these cases. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. You know, Ace Attorney is actually all these cases. Like there's so much crazy stuff that happens because it's kind of like a legal dramedy, you know, legal drama comedy. You know, it's kind of like that. So all this crazy stuff happens. So you can make a lot of good animated stuff out of good animated videos out of this sort of stuff, like making fun of you can do in a nutshell videos or Ace Attorney in a minute be like all that stuff, because there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. For Turnabout Samurai. I'm gonna keep smoking and no, I'm not gonna do it. I can't do improv memes. I'm not doing an improv meme. Okay, we're gonna keep going. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. Normally this is when the prosecution puts forth his opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make, of course. Chief Gant? Oh, he's a ghost. He just appeared. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Chief, been back to the pool yet? Oh, no. I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. I mean, he is the only judge we've ever seen, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? This is where you're allowed to speak. Speak! Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. Okay, I guess she was gonna come on her own will. I guess we'll just cross-examine her then. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the event, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Okay. Hi, Lana. We're gonna examine you. What's this all about, defendant? I'd like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? Oh, first it was Edward that was trying to make me lose, and now it's Lana. I confess to all charges against me. Except what Turnabout goodbyes, We didn't work so hard. Lana, we spent hours and hours and hours going through this to find the truth, and now you're gonna leave us like this, huh? You're gonna just give yourself the guilty verdict and not let us find out who the serial killer is? Come on. I mean, it's not as annoying as Man for Karma, even though Man for Karma is significantly less worse than Chief Gant. In fact, Red White probably did more bad stuff than Man for Karma, but I still don't like. I still hate Man for Karma more, as a character. I think I hate him as a person more. He just gets on my nerves. I love to hate him. It's like Umbridge from Harry Potter. You like her. You like the way she's written and all that stuff, but, you still hate her. When you see her, you want to punch her, Characters you love to punch. You love to want to punch, whatever. Because, on February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman. I guess we're gonna go straight to it. In the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No! Lana! You're gonna make me lose. That's the most important thing. Don't make me lose. Objection! Stop making me lose! You can't! Oh, we're going straight to this. That's insane. I think this is the first time we just went straight to this music without, like, a proper cross-examination. Your Honor! The defendant's claim does not change the defendant's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. Oh, Phoenix, you heard that? She said that phrase. I no longer require your services. That is the worst thing you can say to someone who's working for you. I mean, even though lawyers usually make more than their clients. Sometimes. Depends. But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. How can you forfeit your right to an attorney? Oh, like, oh, I get it. Like, she was forced to get Phoenix as an attorney, she didn't want it and all that stuff, whatever, I don't know. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Lana, look at me in the eyes, Lana! You can't do this to me! Look at me in the eyes and say it that you're guilty! See, she's turning around. She's turning her back on us to say that she's guilty because she can't say it. And, like, you're doing this in front of your sister, man. I mean, woman. We're gonna move on. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Are we gonna do an objection, or maybe we'll just bring up the serial killer? Ooh, it'll be so badass. It'll be so damn cool. Like, it's such a cool character moment. If either, like, Bruce Goodman or Angel Starr comes in to, like, save the day. Like, they'll be like, objection! It appears the time for this court finds the defendant. Objection! Edward? One moment, Your Honor. Yes! Okay, that's even better. Edward? Yes, I knew it. You wanted to save Lana. But Mr. Edward! The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. See, Edward is amazing. This is why Edward gets like S tier on like every character tier list, because he goes from being like a person who just wants to get a guilty verdict no matter what, like he was prosecuting Maya, he was prosecuting Phoenix, to now just wanting to find the truth. And that's awesome, Edward. I like that about you. You grew after Turnabout Goodbyes, after we dealt with DL6, and you can finally live without that burden. You've been able to have a free mind, and I'm not good with these sorts of stuff. Like, it's just talking about how amazing a character is on the spot, like character analysis. I'm not good at like analyzing stuff like that, like literally doing this character analysis, character development analysis on the spot. Like, come on, I need to write this down. But look at this, okay? This is amazing. I said this so many times. Edward just wants to find the truth. He's a hero, okay? I'm gonna dress up as you for Halloween, man, and I'm gonna keep that suit. I'm gonna wear that suit. I'm gonna get your haircut. I'm gonna go shave my mustache just so I can look more like you. I'm gonna go wear this suit. I'm gonna go get this. If I find this, I'm gonna get this suit under. Oh, you wear a double suit. I never even noticed that. That's pretty hot underneath there. I imagine that must be pretty hot in there. Do they have like high AC in the courtroom? I just noticed. He wears like, how many layers is this? 1, 2, 3. 3 layers like that, and then he has like this scarf. It's not a scarf, but whatever. Okay. Amazing. The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Wordy. Oh, you gave me a pet name? Awesome. I understand this is a difficult time for you. He was talking to me, right? Wordy, like Phoenix, right? Edward. Oh, Word. Come here now, Wordy. He's the one who's supposed to be called Wordy, right? Because his name is Word. Whatever. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut? Damn it, Gan. You know you're just gonna make Edward wanna prosecute him more, right? I'm so excited though. The ultimate Phoenix and Edward team up as we try to find the truth and get the real murderer behind bars. You're the goat for that, Edward. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gan. Oh! Edward is awesome! You're being such a badass, Edward. What? He's just like, what? What? That's also what Sayori said, what is this? Okay, I'm not gonna do DLC reference. After we played around with those files, it was episode 17 when she's like, what is this? Oh no, you know, we're gonna move on. I don't wanna talk about... I mean, I like DDLC. DDLC is great, but maybe I should not spoil Edgeworth's badass moment with, like, a depressing... What is pretty much a depressing scene? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. Oh! Edgeworth's fighting back! With a sudden confession from your defendant. It's obvious to me some kind of deal is struck behind the scenes. You're just going all the way in! You're confronting the police chief and all that shit, man! This is awesome! You're just subverting the tropes of being a prosecutor? Oh my goodness, this is amazing. We're gonna go write a video. I'm gonna write a video essay on you, Edgeworth. Like, you're the GOAT. After we finish the trilogy? No. After we finish the trilogy, we don't have to play the investigation games. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff! You're gonna make a video essay on you, Edgeworth. This is gonna be awesome. Some kind of deal. Not everyone operates as you do, Wordy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh, to whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky. Interesting. I don't know how Edgeworth, you're a genius. Like, notice how like Edgeworth like distracted the judge, and the judge was like, even though Lana Sky like already forfeited like attorney and like the trial and stuff, Edgeworth, and then the judge was like, okay, sure, and was about to do that. Edgeworth now just shifted the focus to Emma, so now we get to kick Lana off the stand, so that way she won't incriminate herself. It's like Who's Your Daddy, right? That game where you're the daddy and to protect the baby from getting killed. Like the baby wants to kill himself, but you have to like prevent the baby from killing himself. Like the baby's in the like you're supposed to be protecting the baby, but the baby just wants to harm itself. So it's like that. I'm supposed to be protecting Lana, but Lana just wants to harm herself. Like come on. As the first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky. I request the court hears her testimony. Hold it, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Sky. Oh! You're the man in the room, Edgeworth! The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Very well! The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Yeah, right? Yeah. And Chief Gant's be like... whatever. But, I find it interesting. We have this whole court system just so that we can save time in court and all that stuff. And then the judge is actually letting us... even though this 3-day trial system only exists just so that way we can get these court trials done with faster, not Emma, but Lana and Edgeworth, they all, like, confessed to their guilt in their own trials, we still went on. You gave me a chance, Judge, and I appreciate that. You're piled with paper. Anyways, as I was saying before my screen capture suddenly ended on me, you know, Judge, you're the GOAT for that, okay? You're piled with paperwork. You can't even go to the pool because of how much paperwork you have from all these trials. But you still give me the chance, Judge, okay? You may be a doofus sometimes. I should not be saying that to my elders. But you may not be the brightest bulb in the room sometimes, but I appreciate you, okay? Because you do give me the chance to try to find the truth, to try to find the serial killer. Even when you gave Edgeworth a guilty verdict, you took it back because you knew that it's important for every witness for us to hear every witness, so we can find the truth. I like that about you, Judge. You're awesome like that. But anyways, unnamed judge, let's keep going. Unnamed judge is not even in the profiles because you're just a unnamed judge. Yeah, let's continue. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Wordy. You live to regret this. Mark my words. Okay. Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Okay, I'm back. I just heard the news of something, so I just had to check up that. We're just gonna go on with the video. Oh boy. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Should I talk about the news? Let's just play the game. I'll talk about it in a different video. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma. Emma Sky. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. Okay, fine. What happened was, my cousin just messaged me. Charlie Kirk died! I'm just like, what? Like, listen, like, I disagree with him. I always thought it was funny when he got destroyed in a debate, but I didn't want him to die! Oh, gosh. It's a scary time to be a political commentator, man. Well, to get back to political commentary, now that, people are getting shot for it. Amazing. He wasn't even that, like, extreme compared to other political commentators, too! Like, yes, he was a pretty, like, he was a pretty big, like, he was really, conservative, okay? He really was. Wasn't he, like, opposing the Civil Rights Act? Like, I remember hearing that, like, and I'm like, what? But still! I don't even know what to say. Well, anyways, yeah. Rest in peace. Yes, I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry. It's crazy, like, I forgot what we were just saying now, just like, here, I'm trying my best to forget about that, I'm sorry. And, like, it just sounds like as if it's, like, perfect timing, me saying that, and, like, everyone's like, we're sorry about his death. Damn. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then. Amazing, Judge. He sure gave in fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Alrighty. 2 years ago. I was visiting my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. Well, time to cross-examine my own witness, my 16-year-old witness, who is traumatized by this incident. I mean, she's not really my assistant, but she was my assistant for this case. Time to cross-examine her! Time to press on her! Yay! Anyways, amazing! That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That'll soon become apparent, Your Honor. Okay, Edgeworth, thank you. You're helping me find the truth. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Considering he has no evidence, Edgeworth's trying to help us! Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. 2 years ago. Anyways, I have to go now, but I will continue this the next day. Alrighty, don't worry. Options, save. Like, you can even see the timing and date of this. Like, you can see, like, how I just saw that happen, and I'm like, what? What? Okay, that's insane. Well, hopefully tomorrow will be a fresh, well, I'll do this another day, so hopefully it'll be a fresh day, we can focus on Ace Attorney, because once you think about, like, now that I heard that, it's like, I can't stop thinking about it, like, that was just all of a sudden. I was not expecting that at all. My god. Well, yep, we're gonna continue this, and we'll just do Ace Attorney, don't worry, we'll focus on Ace Attorney, though, okay? See ya. Okay, we're back. It's been a few days. I did some bloody hell recordings before I rage quitted because of how annoying something was. But then, yeah, we're back. I was visiting my sister's office that day. Hold it! 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes, she was second in command under the deputy chief of police Gant, my sister. She was the best detective ever. Okay, you know, cough is better than a stuffy nose. Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Guy used to be quite the pair. I believe they shared the same office. Not suggesting anything, you know, I'm just saying they shared the same office. That's right! You can suggest stuff though, it's fine. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. A man came running in and took me hostage. Hold it. A man? Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on that day of the ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. Neil Marshall rescued me. Hold it! Are you sure about that? What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Almost forgot about Gant. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead. And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. That was a terrible delivery. I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. Hold it. Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. The lights? It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby. So the electricity went out? Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. So that picture we saw, that was Detective Goodman's picture. Okay, noted. So this belonged to Detective Goodman. He drew the picture here. Alrighty. Back. Oh wait. Notice the yellow magnifying glass? That was gonna be a little different because she's in the middle of trial. A picture, I've seen you got a bad feeling about this. Oh, that's it. Okay, it's different because Emma Sky cannot comment on it. Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim. You're more. No stopping. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? Yes, that's what's so scary about his trial. And he told Detective Goodman about what he saw? Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. Oh, that is Emma's picture. A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. A picture? Where did I ever see that picture? Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Ask about a picture. This picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning. Objection. But a list of evidence that was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I guess that's easy now. I drew a picture of the scene. Okay, we can just press those last two things and then we'll present evidence. Seems to be lost. You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right? Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. Yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken? But I did draw it! I swear! I'm not just imagining it. This picture that Emma drew. That reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. Well, anyway, let's continue. The scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us? The man raised up his knife and it stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. I drew a picture of that scene once and it seems to be unlocked. So let me just press on this. That must have been a real shock. Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. So, you said these two boys were wrestling each other. Perhaps they were just... I'm pretty sure I was watching them. Emma doesn't have any reason to lie. But Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Okay. Now let's go present this. Seems to be lost. No, it's not lost. It's here. Second. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence? Huh? Stop accusing me of this stuff. Hey, I'm not the bad guy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Edgeworth's like, why are you calling me the bad guy here? I'm just saying I did not get a picture. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Edgeworth. Yeah, we both think alike. I know you, Edgeworth. Inside and outside. Actually, that sounds weird. That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident? Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? Turn it... Oh! What's this? Yes. What is that? Hey! That's it! That's the picture I drew! Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here. They seem to be pretty... Well, I hope you find someone who looks at you the same way these two men look at each other. Objection! Please don't say that. I do not want to get killed. What's the meaning of this? Do you hate me too, Judge? Like Chief Gan? What are you doing with that list? Me? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. Huh? These lists? They're different from each other. What? It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here, where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago. Only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. Don't Darman me, Phoenix. Don't so you see me. What? What? But no, it's true. Order! Order! But Miss Guy, why did he draw your picture on the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more to drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. Ooh. Yes, that's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth? It's possible. Let's see. Is something wrong? Why does it sound like you're making out with someone, Edgeworth? Do you even have to ask him? Of course he's making out with someone. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry for such inappropriate behavior in court. It's okay, Edgeworth. I forgive you for that. Thank you, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn in the back of my list. It's that thing. Huh? Oh, what? There is lore behind that? That's that thing! That thing that was dancing in the evidence room! It's a blue badger, man. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives. Oh. I guess he was out of scrap paper. Evidence list restored and updated in the court record. Listed evidence in the SL9 incident. Okay, so that's nothing to do with it. Half of this list was found in Gaines' desk. Very well. Witness? I just want to check how it looks overall now. Now that we have the overall drawing. Yeah, half the evidence list. Okay, that is... Okay, so let me just use it for scrap paper, I guess. Very well! Witness? Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at that picture. What, the Blue Badger lore? The Blue Badger has something to do with a murder? This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in an instant. Well, kind of a short testimony, which should be easy for us. To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about a murder prosecutor Neil. This clearly shows Joe Dark about a murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. I guess we do have to find something contradictory in here. Emma's picture, I mean, we don't know for certain that it's Neil Marshall. Like, we don't know that. It's just shadow. Did you draw this picture right after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Skye. 2 or 3 days later, the memory should still have been fresh in her mind. Excuse me, witness? But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black? The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. So at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue? No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor? Dark had a tight grip on me. When Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed. Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flashed? After that, I must have fainted. Hold it. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No, I'm sorry. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this girl any further? What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Okay, you guys really think alike, don't you? Anyway, this picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. Hold it. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course! This is the exact scene! It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives? Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright? No, of course not. Why would I ever say that? And all this prosecutor infighting, fake evidence, detectives hating you, and all that? No! I better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me. Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about his picture? Huh? Oh well, that's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind, and yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. It is? There is a contradiction? Let me go check some stuff. Neil's autopsy report. Punctured heart and... Okay. Single stab. 10 minutes. Okay, that's it. Seems consistent with me. The knife was just aimed at him. Check. Okay, the knife was just aimed at Neil. So that's not it. Let's see. Files. I want to go look at the files here. Serial killer. Okay. Okay. I just want to say that it's not enough, you know. That's like, it could be anyone in that picture. That's what I want to say. No, that's not it. Huh. Screwdriver. Huh, what's the screwdriver got to do with this? I really forgot. Oh, yeah, I mean, AI-16 is written on the tag. That means it has nothing to do with the current case. I forgot. We're gonna use a screwdriver eventually, I just don't know when. It could be like the metal detector in Turnabout Goodbyes, where we use it to prove Gant the murderer. ID fingerprints, solution, broken tip, traces of blood. Oh, wait, broken tip already? Wait, a knife? Well, wait, I get it. And a broken tip. I think it's a broken tip. The knife... Yeah, the knife already has a broken tip. So let's present the knife. I'll save it first, though. Options. Save. Oh yeah, let's present the broken tip, man. Let's go do that. The flash of lightning after I must fainted. Exactly what I saw in an instant. But the knife. The knife. It looks like the knife does not. The knife doesn't look sharp to me. Oh. 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 Oh, we're gonna go load it back up. Yay! Okay, let's try this again. Let's try that again, okay? It shows exactly what you saw that instant, but I have an objection to that, Your Honor. Look at the autopsy report. Let's just do the autopsy report. I said the autopsy report. Why did we not do the autopsy report? The autopsy report. Objection. The knife tip was found in the body afterwards. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remembered just like it was yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us? What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? It's this. The knife tip was found afterwards. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright. But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too. Ooh. I see, like, she did get manipulated, like, they showed her a broken knife when, the knife was fixed. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. Oh, that's a very bloody knife. I mean, bloody knife tip. It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. Oh, that was it. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Exactly, okay, I was right, I was still right. The knife should not have been broken. Oh! What's the meaning of this? Your Honor, it proves that Emma was wrong. She's lying. Wow. Phoenix, you're such a bad guy. I'm sorry! Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand. Objection. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right! But what does this mean? Objection. The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness' memory is mistaken. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time. So, who was the bad guy now? None of us! You know, I accept that conclusion. But she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? Ooh. You're treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. Oh, wait, this makes... Okay. This makes a lot more sense now. You can't deny the possibility. No. Ah! So, Edgeworth, you brought a fake autopsy report after all. Amazing. So that autopsy report about the knife, that broken knife tip being found in the victim's body, that was fake. The defense must really hate you for that, you know, bringing an updated autopsy report that was fake overall. Order! 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 Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. Wait, dude. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I know when this music's coming, I like it. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. So this knife was owned by Damon Gant. Huh. Okay. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in the story, there is a lie. I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. I believe you, Emma. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of there being two broken knives? Another broken knife beside Joe Dark's? Could there have been one? Save. Doki Doki Literature Club taught me a lot about saving, man. Emma's mistaken. It was the same knife. It was just not Joe Dark's knife. Broken knives don't just grow on trees. There's no way there was another one. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I believe the witness must be mistaken. I knew it. Okay, that was a bad choice. I was just gonna say that. Okay, Phoenix was grinning when saying that. No, you really don't believe me. That flash of lightning burned an unforgettable image in her mind. One that's been torturing her ever since. There's no way Emma could be mistaken. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. Mr. Wright? In an instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I was just saying the witness is mistaken in the fact that there was not Dark's knife. It was just that one broken knife, but someone else used it. I guess I was wrong. Sorry. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife? If so, please feel free to enlighten us. Their murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's a real murder weapon. Was there something else? So this is Joe Dark's knife. We have to present some weapon. I mean, this jar got bloodied somehow. It's not a piece of cloth. It's either an unstable jar, or it's gonna be the King of Prosecutor's trophy. Can I look at the picture again? Was the sword incomplete? I think we found a murder weapon, guys. Let's go. I had a suspicion about a trophy. It is a trophy. Take that! If anything's broken here, it's you. Wow, Edgar, you're gonna regret that in 1 minute, but I improved that. Huh? I'm sure this must all be very amusing to you, Mr. Wright. But may I remind you that... Oh. The sword! The sword looked like the one in the picture! What was I supposed to do? You think it's a pod shard? It's actually the pod shard? Here's another one. Okay. Mr. Wright. Okay, Emma really... I zoomed in. Here's a real murder weapon? It's not the King of It's the sword! It's the hell! It was a sword! That's why he banned it! Screwdriver? It's not a screwdriver. I don't think it's a screwdriver. I hope not. Let's just use the pot. Let's just use this. Take that. If anything's broken here, it's you. Wow. Okay. Okay. Oopsies. Oh, let's try this again. There's another one. That's okay. Okay. I could have sworn it was a trophy. Do not tell me I'm supposed to use the picture. No, I was right the first time. Don't not tell me I was just supposed to use the picture. The answer lies in the past. What the fuck? Come on! I presented the trophy! But no, I was supposed to present a picture of the trophy. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I didn't present the sword, but whatever. It's the same thing! I proved the trophy was a murder weapon. It was just a sword part of it. Ah! The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is a picture of the award ceremony. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the award, notice the reward Prosecutor Marshall is holding? That's a broken knife! As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. Order! 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 Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given his broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out his knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. But that can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because the King of Prosecutors' award knife was the murder weapon. Then the murderer and victim would be reversed. What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. Oh! Oh, you finally realized something, Phoenix? But the prosecutor was the one who actually died! That's true. What's going on here? It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Oh, okay, I did not accept that. Hold it! Wait! I remember now! I remember everything! Witness? Mr. Edgeworth! What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please? His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back? I knew it! No. This picture! I'm the one who drew it. What? You drew that? That's right! The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. You know, Emma's my favorite witness so far. She's all good attentions, and you know, I like her. Okay, she doesn't lie, she's just mistaken. And you know, she's awesome like that, okay? She's right up there with Gumshoe and that police guy, you know, in terms of like the best witnesses, you know? You know, witnesses who don't lie, like Mike Meekins. Yeah, Mike Meekins, Gumshoe, and Emma, they're up there for best witnesses, you know? Honest witnesses. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. That is creepy. The blue badger didn't even exist back then. This is certainly most unusual. Blue badger! You were the killer? No! It's Poppy playtime. The stuffed animal was a killer. No. I never even played Poppy playtime or know any of the lore, but whatever. This is certainly most unusual. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Yes, well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Stop! Please! Don't proceed this any further. Oh, Lana, we're reaching a critical moment, huh? We're getting too close to this, huh? Lana, you're gonna tell the truth now? Lana? What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to my crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? No, do not tell me Emma's gonna be in danger for this. Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come to this far. It's too late to turn back. No, don't tell me Emma accidentally killed that person. No! Neil Marshall! No wonder why Lana faked the evidence. Emma accidentally killed that person. No! I like if I don't get spoilers for stuff like this, man. Everything makes so much sense. Emma accidentally killed Neil Marshall, so they pinned it on Joe Dark, gave him a death penalty, did it. That's why Lana is complicit in all this. That's why she's been willingly doing all this for Chief Gang. She's doing this to protect Emma! What? It's too late to turn back. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. A little too close to the core of the matter, man. Emma's recollection. When I saw that man raise his knife... Hold it. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark? Yes, at least I think it was him. You think? All I could really see were shadows. The power adage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports. So then I panicked and rushed toward both of them. Okay. Okay, I'll be back after Lotus knows. Okay, we're back. Why would he do something so dangerous? What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall. She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife. But as you just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife. Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that Dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. What do you mean, you think? It all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur. Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural. I saw that man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with a knife. No. What he did was very brave, young girl. I thought you were gonna say, what he did was very irresponsible, girl. And I'm like, Judge, she didn't know that. What he did was very brave, young girl. So then, what happened next? Good job, Judge. I'm proud of you. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the Blue Badger. Are you sure about this? Of course. See? I even drew a picture of him here. But it was the chief of detectives who thought of this hideous beast. Okay, no wonder the detectives hate you. You hate your mascot, Edward. But yeah, I think. Yep, it's the hat. The Blue Badger. I think that's the hat. It was the chief of detectives who thought of this hideous idea, and that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember! Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing? He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with his winning smile and all? That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns. Oh, this is pointless. Stop talking about a Blue Badger. It makes me happy and horny. Stop it! This thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was. What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this Blue Badger, really? I just might know. The Blue Badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. So you're telling me the Blue Badger was based on Neil Marshall? Like, the chief didn't even realize that he was drawing Neil Marshall? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. The Blue Badger is... It's a little... I'm trying to remember the word. It's a little memory of Neil Marshall, you know? It's a little symbol of him. Aww. The symbol of the police department. That's amazing. Now Edward has to respect it, because, you know, as a prosecutor who is a symbol. Yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him! Okay, no, wait. The we got him meme didn't even exist back then, so I don't think it did. I think the we got... Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I think that existed after. It is the defense belief that on that fateful day, 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. There indeed was something, you mean someone? Something that is now sitting in this very room. Oh. Mr. Wright! In this courtroom? Very well, Mr. Edward. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious Blue Badger look-alike. I thought it was this. It's not him? I could have sworn it was him. Huh. Wait. The handprint? You know what would be nice if I could save something? Does this look like the blue badger? The pod? The pod might be it. Yeah, I feel like, never mind, it's not the hat. It's not the hat. We should have also saw the person too. I think it's supposed to be the pod. Yeah, I think it's the pod. Well, let's go submit the pod then. I'm gonna just submit Blue Badger himself. No, we're gonna go submit this pod. Take that. The mysterious Blue Badger was in fact this. Oh, it doesn't even Marshall, man. God damn it. Okay, you know what? I guess it's not a toast to him, but still cool. The mysterious Blue Badger was in fact this. But that's... Or, what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar. But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger. Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Our viewpoint? I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. Oh, okay. Let's go. Rotate. To... Yeah. There we go. Take that. This isn't right. I've got to make it look more like the Badger. No, I was trying to click the wrong... Allow me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness drawing. I meant to click the... I was trying to rotate it back. I didn't mean to click to present. If Mr. Wright can't match the shape the witness drew, we cannot accept his claim. I've got to find just the right angle. Maybe I should rotate it vertically a bit more, or horizontally. Come on, Wright, you can do it. I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. Okay. There we go. This is the correct one. Okay. H and B, okay? B. There we go. And if we rotate that... Nah. I like this the best. Now, is there any better way to look at this? I feel like I like this one better. Rotate it, please. Thank you. Oh, that should be it. That's the exact same thing I did last time, though. Maybe I have to turn this upside down. There we go. Now we found it. Okay. Take that. Oh. Oh. Oopsies. Oh, let's try this again. I wanted to say it was just like this. Apparently that's not it, though. Huh. I mean, nothing goes wrong with just doing this. That was my initial plan. We'll just present this, I guess. Take that. No. What angle am I supposed to make it look like a pod? It's easier when you do it like in person, you know? Not that easy when you're trying to make it like... No! I meant to click... No! I was trying to click right, not... Fuck! Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Messed up. We all make mistakes. Alright, this does look like the Blue Badger. Come on. Come on. How does it not look like the Blue Badger? That does not look like Blue Badger. Let's stick with the rotation. Your rotation theory, okay? Let's try rotating this. But let's just present this. You know, it would not have been that easy. Okay. Correct angle. Okay, look at the Blue Badger. Look at his amazing face, okay? Let's just appreciate the Blue Badger. Can we hit that like button if you appreciate the Blue Badger? Come on, guys. Let's do a sellout moment, okay? Every YouTuber has to have their own sellout moment. Oh. Oh. I think it's just like this. Hold it. Take that. Oh. Oh. Can I just search this part up? You know, just play around. Some of you look like the Blue Badger for sure, okay? Some of you, like, catch me by the eye and be like, wow, that looks so much like the Blue Badger. Wow, that's so Blue Badgeristic. I'll do this one more time and I'm gonna search up a walkthrough. I'm gonna search up this walkthrough if I need this. We're searching the walkthrough. Right now. Rise from the ashes! Okay, I got an ad. We are getting there. Okay, we're gonna figure this cute ad man. It's gonna be awesome. The flash of lightning, and then we look in the picture again. I'm trying to spam through this. We're getting there to the pod. Okay. Should I just come back? No. Okay. Okay, let's see what this guy does. This guy does. Oh, come on! Come on! Oh, come on. Oh wait, they didn't finish the tutorial, did they? Wait, what did they do after that? What? Wait, it was the exact thing I just did! Why didn't it not work? Oh, just like slightly different angle. Oopsies, so sorry guys. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was supposed to ship the whole thing. Wait, it's kind of stupid of me. Oopsies. Maybe that's why, okay. Okay. There we go. Take that. What? Oh, this time I actually did like exactly what it's in the tutorial. Come on. I'll use these fucking keyboard controls, you know? I'll use those if we need to. No! I'm trying to use these keyboard controls. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Rotate that around. Okay. We do right. Okay, let's go check the tutorial. Is the tutorial precise? No. You see, it's slightly this way. No, not that way. It's slightly this way. Yeah. What? I did exactly what the tutorial showed me! What is the fucking... What's going on? Did exactly the walkthrough way. You even see the bloody handprint. Okay. Please. Yes! Well, is this a miracle or what? So, it was based on a pod in a certain angle. No one can possibly deny this Jar's resemblance to the Blue Badger. Yay. No. My dreams are shattered. It can't be! Order! Please! We can talk about a Blue Badger lore later. Of that, the chief was inspired off a pod. The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious Blue Badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. Anyways, I'll be back. I'll record this the next day. Yeah, we have more stuff to do, guys, but don't worry, we'll do this. Don't worry. Okay, we're back. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. Objection! No, it changes everything. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, Emma inspired the Blue Badger. Don't you realize that? You see, this changes everything. Indeed? Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? The murder weapon? No, the murder weapon was the sword, so that doesn't change it. It was in Gant's office, we already knew that. The murderer. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Oh no! This is the part where we accuse Emma of being the murderer? No! Yes, well knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. If there, do you know what the reason was, Mr. Wright? I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. And the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent that jar flying? That would have to been the impact the man made when he knocked into the wall? Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? Ah! No! The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous sword. Oh. Oh. It was... Oh. Oh. Oh, it was the armor. I thought it was good. I thought it was gonna be the pod. No, I mean that wouldn't make. No, the pod was broken, but I feel. Oh, that would make. Holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Oh no, no, this is gonna traumatize Emma. Yes. No, actually, this is the conclusion. So this will make Emma happier, I guess, because you know they wouldn't make a character traumatized for the end. This is the last trial. Okay, they wouldn't do that. I mean. Emma's gonna be accused of murder, but whatever. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes, there is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless, I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. Huge flashes, crazy moment. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No! No, she fainted. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented! Really? Isn't that how we always do it? The murderer admits through their own testimony? Oh. Okay, Lana. We'll give you a chance. I know you're shocked. But what's gonna happen? What? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Druid, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Oh Lord, Edward. Touché, Miss Guy. Of course. That only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edward? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. What? I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, let's go back. I mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. That's impossible! Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I mean, let's look at the evidence. Oh, the piece of cloth. Oh, it really just was that. Found in Chief Gant's safe. Oh, that's why it was in. That's why it was in Chief Gant's safe. It was blackmail. Otherwise, why would he keep some piece of cloth with Emma Sky's print? It was blackmail, so that way Lana Sky would do his bidding. If only Lana Sky just knew, If only Lana knew just to go type in just go into Chief Gant's office, type in his number, and take that cloth. If only she knew, but okay. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is in the evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright! Will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? Yes, we will. I mean, no, do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. I mean, no, yes, no, I mean, no, we will not stop to prove it. We will find the truth, Emma, we will find the truth, Lana. Stop. Lana and Emma are just not both pissed at us. Not because we're trying to make Emma look guilty and all, but because we keep confusing their names. Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. We will get your sister declared guilty, because you tried to antagonize me a little. No, it was not. What was it, Miss Sky, who antagonized him? I don't. Well, everyone antagonized Edward at some point. I feel like everyone except for Gumshoe and I and Emma. Did Lana? Whatever. We're just gonna move on. Did not be mistaken, Miss Sky. I tried to do a joke. I failed. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This was a good moment to do a joke. I messed up. It happens. I mean, our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek. The truth. No matter how painful it may be. You know what, Edward? I like you for this, you know? Instead of prosecuting Lana Sky like you're supposed to, you're helping us prosecute Emma. Great job. I mean, it's more prosecution for you. Okay, I'm joking. Now then, Mr. Wright. Please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. I mean, it was Edward's case. He wants to find the truth, of course, his case. Even though it makes his other verdict look terrible, that he sentenced Joe Dark to death and all that stuff. Actually, Joe Dark was a serial killer. I don't know. We don't know yet. Whatever. Piece of cloth. It might have been Damon Gant, most probably. This is the message from the deceased. Right! Now then! This is the message from the judge. Did I not do the... Did I really not... Oh, I guess that wasn't right. If a dead person left behind a message, it would have to be it would have to be in written form. That's the only logical conclusion. You'd better be careful or you might wind up deceased yourself. Wow. Let's try this again. There is funny dialogue every time you do mess up the evidence, I guess. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us a piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. Investigator's card. Goodman's note. No. Evidence locker. Would that be written, right? Something written. A single stab wound. Piercing heart and lung. I mean, it's piercing part of lung. How can a knife do that, you know? No, the knife can do that still. Okay. Marshall's fingerprints? Unstable jar? Phoenix hinted it's in written form. Could it be a memo? A message from deceased. Right, now done. Okay, we're gonna go load back. Okay. I forgot to save before this. What's your point? What do you mean? Okay, hold this down. No, you see. Alright, cool. Okay, maybe I didn't need to load that back. The murderer. Cool. Okay, oh wait, I have to do the flash thing again? Oh wait, that's gonna be a long cutscene. Wait, why did I load back? I didn't want to take the risk. I wanted a perfect record, you know? Oh, wait. I'll be back once you get back. Okay, yeah, message from deceased is in the evidence. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, guys, yay. Okay, do not be mistaken this guy. Okay, truth. Alright, let's go get the, okay. Well, okay, let's see this. Goodman's ID, definitely not. No. 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 Parking stuff is not it. Message from deceased, that's not it. Goodman's autopsy report. SL9, we already did try the memo. The written thing. Not parking lot. Not the crime photo. Not shoe. Or switchblade knife. Yes, they said that'd be written. ID card room is definitely not it. Handprints, screwdriver. Screwdriver might be it. I don't remember what this was. Nothing else seems to be making sense. A message from the deceased. I mean, I guess you can just do the SL9 incident files. Or you just do the evidence list. Take that. Did we mess up? Right. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. And when that's impossible, I gotta think back to the court record. Let me save it here so that way it's easier for me to load back. I thought it would be Emma's handprint. May have left behind is in the evidence. You stop. Do not be mistaken, Miss Wright. I mean, Miss Sky, not Miss Wright. We do not have a Miss Wright yet. There's no Miss Wright yet in the game. Oh. No. No return to the title screen. No matter how painful. No to Miss Wright. Okay, let's save here. This will be the best place to save off. Okay, we do not need... Please show us a message. Okay, we'll just use the autopsy report at this point. Take that. Okay, nope. Not it! Okay. Load. Let's, No then, Mr. Wright. Please show us. Okay, let's think about this again. My friend is messaging me. Should I answer his messages, or should I focus on this? Victim's memo. I just did that, didn't I not? I don't know what else is gonna be written. What else really makes sense? Screwdriver. Screw it. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere with this. I'm gonna think hard next time. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I'm gonna think hard. If I don't think hard, I'll just use the tutorial. If I need to pick up my phone to answer my friend's messages anyways, I might as well do that. It's not a badge! Not Goodman's ID. They're looking for specifically a Neil Marshall message. King of Prosecutor's Trophy. That was not it. It's Old Man for War Karma. Whatever. King of Prosecutors. Okay, Man for War Karma. Okay, same thing. Edward's Knife. Maybe it's in the parking stub, eh? In the back of the parking stub, eh? No. Not it. Goodman's ID. I feel like did I not present this? I want to check again. Right. Okay. I don't even need to hear the judge say that. Once he says right, okay. Okay. No. No, Goodman's ID, it's not that. Rubber glove? What's I supposed to do? SL9 incident files? Take that. Okay, you know, I'm searching the tutorial. I need to answer my friend's messages anyway. Just keep messaging me. Okay, now I'll search up the walkthrough for this part. Okay, I'm gonna rage so hard. Okay, so Phoenix was hinting at a written message. It turns out this was a written message. Okay, after I presented this, you know, it clearly points out Emma Sky. No, apparently the written message was here. I mean, I guess that makes sense for the blackmail part. That's why I can't put it in there. You know, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have done the pod because that was the only other piece that was in the vault, I think, other than the cloth. And you know, we know now that it's probably blackmail, so that way they can keep Lana under control. Whatever. This is the message left by the deceased. This is that blue badger from before, right? Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here, on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. Let me guess. Oh, no, it says ES. What? It looks like someone wiped the blood away. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away? Yes, there is a line here, drawn in blood. So what you're saying is that these dots were once lines? Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Oh yeah, cause like, his finger would be holding onto it longer. Okay, it doesn't really make sense, but whatever. Precisely so. So, I mean, it could happen. I mean, I don't know much about material stuff, but whatever. Just for the sake of the case, man, okay? Precisely so. All we need to do is connect the points. And the victim's message will become apparent. Maybe he pressed on that line when he changed direction, whatever. No! Mr. Wright! What kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal us the answer. I'm trying to read it. It's really hard to read. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written, given the circumstances. Okay. His murderer's name. No way. Oh, we really are doing this, aren't we? Oh. Guess we don't need to do that. I mean, it is basically telling us what to do once we... Yeah? I messed this up, didn't I? Okay, hold up. Let's undo. I just thought whatever connected would work. Oh, we know the Y. Oops. Undo. We need to connect all the dots, right? Okay, Emma Sky. Emma. Okay, Emma Sky. Alright, no, just do Emma. Oh, just Emma. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's really it. Oh. I was trying to do Sky. What am I confused? If I saw an E, why was I trying to do S-Y? E-S-Y. Doesn't even make sense. What am I saying? Just Emma. So simple. Take that. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocent. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all, my efforts. I never thought it would turn out like this. Oh no. Emma. Emma. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Amazing. Can Lana give a testimony that Chief Gant did it now? Of all people! She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Sky. We didn't have to hide it or anything. She didn't murder him. It wasn't like intentional. It was an accident, just like accident. Like, is that not thing just like an accident? Like, she wasn't even like involuntary manslaughter where you like, where it's like you suddenly kill the person because you feel angry or some crap. No, just like a pure accident. She did it to protect someone, and then she killed someone by accident. Oh, okay, whatever. We didn't have to hide anything, but I guess we had whatever. Was Emma Sky? Well, Lana, are you feeling so proud now that you let a real murderer get away, even though over Seaworthy? Oh wait, it's Chief Gan. Seaworthy, can't say I didn't warn you. I forgot how you do your voice. Oh, welcome back, Chief Gan. I guess we're gonna have you for the final testimony. I guess this is basically the end of the trial. See you in 30 minutes. See you after 30-minute recess, man. Time to pin you though, Chief Gan. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Ah. Yes, Wordy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. Man, you really hate Edgar, don't you? Or maybe you just have a big ego. But Joe Dark really was a serial killer. That's undeniable. At least you can feel better about that. Or maybe you were the serial killer. I'm afraid that's not important. Because yeah. Let's go. Let's not get too deep into Joe Dark being a serial killer. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. What? We're merely keepers of the law. So you're telling, okay, alright, it was, okay, the whole time I was thinking Chief Gan was a serial killer. Because, you know, he's a psycho. He just wanted to cover up that one murder. But he'll be even bigger of a psycho if he wasn't a serial killer. If he wasn't the killer of Neil Marshall. And instead, he killed Bruce Goodman. Just so that way, the fact that he was blackmailing Lana Skye would not come out. That's insane. We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. What's going on at the prosecutor's office? They might have sent an innocent man to his death. How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Oh wait, that's the jury. Order! 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 The gavel's pounding fell on the deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Okay, Phoenix, you know who we need to pin the blame on. You know exactly who is the imposter. Okay, you know where the trial's heading, actually. No one knows, except for us. Because we have plot armor. Oh boy! Even David Gann won't know, because he doesn't have plot armor, we do! Haha! Anyways, I gotta record some other stuff. But I mean, that was pretty fun! That was an amazing former trial. That was a crazy plot twist. I was not expecting that. But, yeah. On to the final trial! It's gonna be insane, guys. Wait, let me see how much of the walkthrough is left. 1.5 hours! It's gonna be an insane final trial, because it takes me, like, double the time to do this stuff. So, yeah, it's gonna be, like, a 3-hour trial. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna go destroy Gannett with all the evidence and logic and facts we have, man. It's gonna be awesome. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.